Hi, it's Hope and welcome to the video. This, as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, is going to be my Valentitties announcement video. Now, what is Valentitties, you might ask? It is a smut-based, 72-hour readathon that it started off as a joke in December with Clitmas and has now turned into pretty much like every other month smutty readathons. So this is Valentine's Day themed. This I'm co-hosting with Clint from Reed's Reader, and I believe Morgan from Morgan's Bookshelves will also be co-hosting this round, although she won't have a video up, like announcement video, but I will link her channel below, as well as Clint's. And so yeah, this also is like CBC presents Valentitties, or Cox by Candlelight presents Valentitties, because CBC is a kind of like a reading group that I'm in. It's like buddy read group that also kind of helped create this. And so yeah, so the dates are February 10th through 12th, so in just a little bit under 3 weeks. And there will be 7 prompts. These prompts are just kind of to guide you if you're unsure what to read. You can do none of the prompts. You can do every single one of the prompts. I know that I plan on trying to do at least a couple, although I probably won't complete all of them, and that's okay. This is just like for a weekend of smut and self-care. There's 5 reading prompts and then 2 kind of self-care / personal prompts. So let's just jump in with prompt number 1. So prompt number 1 is Whip My Cream, which is to read a book with BDSM. So it can just be any book that has like BDSM elements. I'm trying to think of examples, and my brain is just brain farting on every single book I've ever read. But just like in general, anything with BDSM. We also kind of say like, oh, if you want to you don't want to read BDSM, you could also read something taboo, or just kind of like those 2 things. Again, these prompts are entirely optional, and they will also be listed in the description below, so you can take a screenshot or write them in your reading journal, whatever you do to keep track of readathons and all that. I'll leave them down below. Prompt number 2 is Conversation Hearts. Read a sweet romance. Now this can be interpreted as maybe a sweet small town smutty romance, or a sweetly nasty erotic romance. You can kind of take it whatever you want. I honestly don't know how I'm gonna interpret it. Or you could even be like, oh, this is a sweet cover, or these characters have a sweet romance. So you can kind of just take that up to your interpretation, whatever you think a sweet romance is. Prompt number 3, Dripping in Chocolate. Read a diverse book / author. So this is whatever you interpret as diverse. We are not putting a direct label on, oh, what is considered diverse. If you think it's diverse, it counts. So yeah, just anything diverse, because diversity is important in books, in what you're reading. So this is an opportunity to do that. I think I know what I'm going to be reading for this prompt though, which I have a friend that will be excited for the book that I'm going to be reading for this. Prompt number 4, which this was entirely Clint's idea, blame him. We were talking, and I was just the one to write down all the ideas. He said this idea, and I went, absolutely not. And he was like, we have to. And I was like, we have to. 1 in the pink, 2 in the stink. Read a book with pink or brown on the cover. So it's the opposite of what it normally is. If you know what the opposite is, you know what the opposite is. And all I know is Clint heard it on Drag Race and then said it, and then we were like, yes, we have to do that. So yeah, so pink or brown on the cover. That's fairly broad. Prompt number 5, Pop Your Cherry. Read a new to you author. So just any author you haven't read anything from before. I would also count if a book is like co-written with like 2 authors and you've only read one of the authors but you haven't read the other. I'd count that as new to you author. Just anything that is a new to you author. So I also have a few ideas for what I'm going to be reading for that. I don't know if I'll include that in my TBR video for February or not. We'll have to see. Prompt number 6 is Bouquet of Flowers. Treat yourself. Now this could be treating yourself literally to flowers, to chocolate, to a nice relaxing bubble bath, buying a book, buying yourself a nice meal, making yourself a nice fancy meal. Just anything that you are doing to like treat yourself. So like whether that be an item, an act of self-care. You could even just treat yourself and just say, you know what? I'm not gonna do the dishes today. I said I was gonna and now I'm not. That's fine. Like, and just treat yourself to anything that you will enjoy. And the final prompt is Sluts for Sprints. Participate in reading sprints. I know that I will be hosting reading sprints on the 12th. They also will be my kind of like birthday celebration sprints because my birthday's on the 13th. So I'm doing a fun smutty readathon literally the weekend before my birthday. So perfect. Morgan might be doing sprints on the 10th and Clint might be doing sprints on the 11th. I'm not entirely sure, but that you can kind of go subscribe to all of our channels to figure it out. Or I'll be tweeting about them to like whatever we go live. I'll just be like, oh yeah, we're doing these for Valentitties, join us. Or if you don't want to participate in reading sprints, like watch them on YouTube, you could just sit down and be like, you know what, I'm going to read for 20 minutes and then read for those 20 minutes and call that a sprint, and boom, you've completed that prompt. I think that's pretty much all I have to say. Again, I will leave my co-hosts' channels linked in the description, as well as just all the information I've said in this video. But yeah, I really hope you will be joining us in this smutty readathon, our kind of second smutty readathon that we're doing, that I'm so excited for. But yeah, let me know in the comments below if you're joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really helps my channel grow. And hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye!